People think they know who Camilla Araujo is. They think she's just another pretty face who got lucky online. A viral model, an influencer, a girl who smiled at the camera and suddenly had millions watching. But that's not the full story. Because the version of Camilla you see online is not the version that actually made the money. And the reason she exploded so fast has nothing to do with looks, and everything to do with timing, controversy, and a system most people don't even realize they're feeding into. This isn't a fan video, and it's not a hit piece either, and why that value might be far more fragile than it looks. It's the real breakdown of how Camilla Araujo became valuable. Camilla Araujo didn't grow slowly. She didn't grind for years posting unnoticed content. She appeared. And then she exploded. Millions of views, hundreds of thousands of new followers in weeks. And suddenly, her name was everywhere. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Most of her audience didn't arrive because they cared about her. They arrived because the internet decided she fit a very specific role at a very specific moment. A role that platforms reward, a role that algorithms amplify, and a role that often burns people out just as fast as it lifts them up. To understand Camilla's rise, you don't start with her personality. You start with the environment that made her inevitable. Camilla Araujo didn't come from traditional celebrity, no Hollywood background, no music career, no acting credits. She came from the modern internet pipeline, the kind where visibility matters more than credentials and attention moves faster than meaning. Her early content wasn't revolutionary, it was familiar. Short-form clips, highly optimized visuals, simple framing, minimal context. And that's important because the modern algorithm doesn't reward originality first. It rewards recognizability. Camilla fit into a category the internet already understood. Young, attractive, confident, camera-aware. That alone doesn't make someone famous. Thousands of creators fit that description. What made the difference was where and when she appeared. She entered the spotlight during a moment when audiences were already primed to engage, argue, and obsess. And when a creator fits a pattern the audience already knows, they don't need to be introduced. They're instantly legible. People didn't ask, "Who is she?" They asked, "Which side of her story am I on?" That's the first signal of controversy-driven growth. And once that signal appears, algorithms don't hesitate. They push harder. Here's something most viewers don't realize. Camilla's growth wasn't organic in the emotional sense. It was mechanical. Short-form platforms are built to amplify faces that trigger fast reactions, not long-term trust, not depth, reaction. Camilla's clips sparked comments, duets, stitches, debates, side content, which meant every reaction created more content about her without her having to post more herself. That's free distribution. The internet loves narratives it can remix. Camilla became one of those narratives. Some people admired her, some criticized her, some projected motives onto her, but all of them shared her. And that's the dangerous part. When attention is driven by reaction instead of loyalty, your audience doesn't belong to you. It belongs to the moment. And moments expire. What looks like massive influence can actually be shallow reach, high numbers, low attachment. That's why you'll often see huge view counts paired with surprisingly weak retention once the controversy cools. Camilla didn't create this system, she benefited from it. But benefiting from a system doesn't mean you control it. The moment Camilla crossed from popular into disgust, her content stopped being just content. It became context. People weren't just watching her videos. They were watching other people talk about her videos. That's when the split happens. One side sees ambition, another sees opportunism, one side sees confidence, another sees calculation. And the internet thrives on that divide because controversy doesn't need proof, it needs interpretation. Camilla rarely needed to say anything extreme herself. Her presence was enough to generate arguments. And here's the trap. When your growth depends on being interpreted, you lose control of your narrative. If you lean into it, you're accused of manipulation. If you pull back, interest fades. Creators caught in this cycle often feel forced to escalate, not because they want to, but because silence doesn't perform. The audience trains the creator, and slowly the content stops being about expression and starts being about maintenance. Staying relevant, staying visible, staying talked about. That pressure doesn't show up in analytics, but it shapes every decision. From the outside, Camilla's success looks obvious. Followers equal money, views equal income, visibility equals power. But that equation only works when attention converts, and conversion requires trust. Here's the uncomfortable reality. Viral attention is cheap. Sustainable attention is rare. A creator built on reaction often struggles to move their audience anywhere else. Merch, subscriptions, long-form content, brand alignment. All of it becomes harder when your audience is there for the idea of you, not the substance. That doesn't mean Camilla failed. It means she's standing at a fork. One path, double down on virality, accept the volatility, ride the waves as long as possible. The other, slow down, redefine the narrative, risk losing numbers to gain stability. Most creators never get to make that choice. They burn out before they see it. Camilla got there early, which makes her story interesting. Not as a success fantasy, but as a real-time case study in how fast the internet builds people up and how quickly it moves on. Camilla Araujo isn't a cautionary tale yet. She's a question. Can attention turn into ownership? Can visibility become leverage? Can a moment be turned into a foundation? The internet doesn't care about fairness. It cares about momentum. And momentum is borrowed time. Whether Camilla becomes a long-term figure or a perfectly timed phenomenon depends on choices most viewers will never see. What's clear is this: her rise wasn't accidental, and her future won't be either. The only thing that's uncertain is whether the system that lifted her up will still be there when she decides what comes next.